Fever dog! Woo! Woo! Fever! Good dub. Ugly, but we found a way to win. Woo.
Here's a revenge stat that will give you chills. After getting outrebounded and outmuscled by the Atlanta Dream during a close loss on May 20th at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever completely flipped the script 2 days later. They outscored the Dream 46-20 in the paint and held Brittney Griner to just 5 points before she fouled out during their rematch on May 22nd. Hey Steph, this question is for you. I just wanted to talk about what you saw out of your team that was different from Tuesday. Obviously, it's a quick turn, but how did you feel like your adjustments paid off on the court? I felt like our defensive energy, physicality, disruptiveness was better. We made it more difficult for them and moving the ball around the perimeter. We executed better in our ball screen defense. Felt like we had each other's back a little bit more. The same team that narrowly lost at home came to Atlanta and dominated in the most satisfying way possible. This kind of quick turnaround and adjustment shows exactly why this Fever team is ready for championship runs. Stick around because we'll also break down the spicy scuffle between Clark and an Atlanta Dream player and what shocking words were exchanged with each other. What did this win reveal about Clark's ability to lead a team with multiple all-stars and options at any given night? Comment fired up for the Fever down below to show how proud you are of the win. Let's go! If there's one thing this Indiana Fever team has shown us they will do this year, it's not quit on the game. The Indiana Fever. Down early, come back, take the lead. Down late, come back, take the lead. The only difference between tonight's outcome and Tuesday's outcome is a letter. Picture this. Just 2 days before their revenge game, the Fever walked off their home court at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, feeling completely defeated by Atlanta. The 91-90 loss wasn't just another game that slipped away. It was the kind of defeat that exposes everything wrong with your team. Yes, this stinks. We want to win this game, but I think this is great. Great for our team. A little adversity. How are we going to respond? How are we going to come in here tomorrow morning and watch the film and learn and get on the court and get better? And like I said, that's why this league is so great. You have a couple days and then you get right back to it. You find a way to respond. We have a chance to go there and play them actually. So it's even better. I guess we can, get a little redemption if we go down there and play well. So, the loss wasn't just any regular season defeat. It showed every weakness the Fever had been trying to hide. Atlanta dominated them in ways that should have been impossible on their own floor. The Dream outrebounded Indiana and outmuscled them in the paint. They made it look easy. Brittney Griner did exactly what everyone expected her to do against Indiana's smaller lineup. She scored at will with 21 points while the Fever had no real answer for her size and strength. Ryan Howard dropped 20 points, picking apart Indiana's defense from every angle. The Dream shot 25 of 32 from the free throw line, while the Fever managed just 16 of 26, with some crucial missed free throws costing them the game. They shot 32 free throws. It's a lot of free throws. Going to be difficult to win a lot of games when we foul people that much and put them at the line that much. It's tough. They made 25 out of 32. We still went to the line 26 times, missed 10. So that's the game really right there. It obviously doesn't come down to that, but it's just a little thing. But here's what most people missed about that loss. The Fever weren't just losing, they were studying. Coach Stephanie White admitted after the game, "I don't feel like we match up well with them." She saw the Dream's Olympians, their perimeter skills, their size, and their experience. But White and her staff were already planning something different. Proud of our fight, the toughness that we showed. Our ability to stay together. Our bench was really engaged in every timeout and in every huddle. We were all engaged. The players left that locker room with a different energy than usual after a loss. But those 48 hours between games would change everything. That devastating home loss became the fuel that would power one of the most satisfying road wins of the season. The question wasn't whether the Fever would bounce back. It was how they would make Atlanta pay for embarrassing them at home. Tuesday, we couldn't seal the deal. We lost it at the free throw line. Tonight, we sealed the deal. Tonight, we took the lead late in the fourth after being down 75-71 with 3 minutes left. We take the lead, and we don't look back. The Indiana Fever leave the ATL with an 81-76 victory. And this game was pretty pretty ugly. Here's something that would have terrified Fever fans just months ago. Caitlin Clark went 0 for 5 from three-point range. She shot just 4 of 11 from the field overall. Her 11 points were well below her usual standards. For the first time since January 13, 2022, Clark had a game without a single three-pointer made. This marked the first time since her sophomore year at Iowa that she failed to hit from beyond the arc. What a win for the Indiana Fever against the Atlanta Dream. Good teams win ugly, and that was what was most impressive to me about the Fever's performance against the Dream. In most teams, when your superstar struggles like this on the road, you're probably heading for a blowout loss. Clark picked up 5 personal fouls, limiting her effectiveness on both ends of the court. The foul trouble kept her off the floor during crucial stretches. Any team relying solely on their star player would have crumbled under these circumstances. But getting in foul trouble early, I think, messed up her rhythm, and she didn't really have her legs because it certainly was one of the worst performances of Clark's career, from a production standpoint offensively. First time in her career, she didn't hit a 3. So, nothing to write home about from Cece. But that's okay, right? Even when you know that's happening, game's on the line, she's got the basketball. Manipulates the defense. Gets it to AB, who puts it away. But this is where the 2025 Fever showed they had evolved into something completely different than anyone expected. Natasha Howard stepped up with a game-high 26 points on incredible 12 of 17 shooting. Shout out to Natasha Howard. I will say you didn't have a good game last game. You bounced back today. If I am the Atlanta Dream coach, I'm going into tonight with a game plan, folks. Natasha, let's make Natasha Howard beat us. Don't let Caitlin Clark beat us. Don't let Kelsey Mitchell beat us. Don't let Aaliyah Boston beat us. Make Natasha Howard beat us. And Natasha Howard, she took on that challenge, and she came through. Let's just think back a year ago. Who's that going to be? Katie Lou? Nope. Erica Wheeler? Nope. Melissa Smith? You make me laugh. This performance completely erased her terrible previous game against Atlanta. Howard dominated the second half with 18 points, including 13 crucial points in the third quarter alone. She also grabbed 7 rebounds while taking over when the team needed it most.